Assalamu alaikum, beloved. May peace be upon you. As we should always start all things in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, the one whom all praises due forever and ever. The greatest honors and the greatest glory belong. It's an honor and it's a blessing to be able to be breathing, seeing, hearing, able to use the faculties that was given to me by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm so grateful. I wanted to talk to you guys this morning about your inner energy. Sometimes we can be a resource of life, light, and energy for those who orbit around us, for those who stand in our atmosphere and reap the benefits of our inner energies. Read through the book in the scriptures. It gives us descriptions of Jesus' life through Matthew's, Luke, John, and all of these different characters. It's an interpretation of a life of a man who transitioned from being just a regular guy, average man, into some of an angelic sense. Jesus traveled and studied for quite some time. This Jesus of 2,000 years ago studied and was enlightened and was capable of manifesting the energy that he had within himself outwardly. And this is what we call the process of kinetic energy. Push energy that you can control a force or becomes a force. It's kinetic energy. So when we study throughout the scriptures, we study about the laws of attraction. We study about good versus bad and good and evil. We've been raised in a world where bad is fair seeming and the good is always falling short of the glory and given a short fate in life. So with that being said, you must have tenacity and integrity when proceeding through life at this time of age. So looking at the inward spiritual parts of Jesus of Nazareth, or Jesus of 2,000 years ago, he was capable of manifesting great majestic powers, walking on water, healing the blind, and certain other feats. So when we look at a man who aspires to be such an example for the people, when he's in their midst, he draws the attention of the naysayers and those whom support him, because they're wowed by his one-of-a-kind being, his uniqueness, and the ability of using his willpower. We study about the life of the Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah. May peace and blessings be upon him. He was studying studying the ways of life in which you guys have labeled as Islam, but it's more of a tradition of life of peace. And as he studied and received the messages from the Holy Quran, or as the Holy Quran was revealed to him, he would pass out and on the streets and break out in sweats profusely. His whole body would be wet. When we study history and understand the history of the prophets and of all people who've been messaged by God or the Creator, they've fallen in this same paralyzed state where they perspired greatly and remained in a trance-like state and waking with particular energy and information for the masses. Fast forward to today's time, looking at how we've educated ourselves off of these values and texts from the Bible and the Holy Quran and the strengths of man throughout history and in his ability. The Asians have used the technology which maps out the beta rays, and whereas you can use sensories to pick up the beta rays in the man's mind or a human's mind, and they're able to control electronics or devices or anything of that nature due to the use of the beta rays. The beta rays are rays of energy that pulsates from your pituitary gland. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad gave us a book, Message to the Black Man in America. He wanted to educate us on the disciplines that was necessary for us to acquire morale, a moral fiber, and class, and this is a different sense of living. We were living in the capacity of a slave, one who does not control his will but works at the will of another. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that he was educated and taught in 3 years by a man named Master Farag Muhammad, who said he came to the wilderness of North America to find the lost tribe of Shabazz. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, only having the 4th grade of education, was illiterate and only knew biblical sense of expression. He was grounded deeply in the roots of the Bible as he moved forward through his life, so he knew the word. Back to the Jesus, 2,000 years ago. Muhammad, 1,400 years ago. And all the prophets in between each and every one of those guys. May peace and blessings be upon them. They were all given a message, which in turn heightened their sensories, heightened the level of projection of